What's going on, everyone? Sean here from Krypton Cause Investing, back with another exciting token review. And today we're going to be talking about RiseOnBase. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out the call channel link down below. Now, with RiseOnBase, we are going to go a little old school with this one. We do have that historical vision. Now, before we do the complete website review, I did want to go down and touch on the tokenomics. Now, most of us got our start in your Safe Moons, in your Ever Moons, and so many projects back then had the reflections. Now, a lot of people kind of got away from that these days. It's more marketing, LP, and things like that. But your average investor still comes into projects. I'm in projects all the time where investors are asking about reflections. So while devs seem to have gotten away from it, the sentiment of investors tend to go towards what are the reflections. So it's good to have a good, solid token that is still going to be offering reflections. And who knows, hopefully RiseOnBase can kind of bring it back and make it more popular like it used to be when we were in that bull run a couple years ago, doing hundreds of millions of dollars in market cap and collecting all of these reflections. Now the tokenomics for RiseOnBase are 1% buyback, 1% reflections, 1% marketing, 1% development, and 1% deflationary, basically hitting on all your major things. You got check, 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 and check. You got your buybacks, your marketing, your reflections, your development, and it's deflationary. So everything that you need to see in that tokenomics, they go ahead and hit on. But let's go ahead and do that full website review and talk about everything RiseOnBase. So Rise is an evolutionary new project aimed at empowering its holders, community members, and fellow degenerates. Our mission is to create a token that can help cultivate community unlike anything ever seen before, powered by its powerful narrative and its effective yet simple tokenomics. Now, these tokenomics really, I don't think have really been put to play in a big project on Base. Base is a newer chain. It was not here or popular when we had the last bull run. So it's good to see a token hopping on Base going with those old school tokenomics. Because again, as a YouTuber, I'm in different communities all the time, nonstop, multiple different telegrams a day, checking things out, and they are not kidding. People do ask if they have reflections. It is a very common question asked to this day. So there's obviously still a want and a need from it from your average investor. So our objective, we endeavor to create an environment where people from various backgrounds can unite, interact, and express their creativity feature. Our aim is to nurture a culture that promotes teamwork and individual development, enabling each participant to contribute and draw from the wealth of knowledge within the community. Again, their objective kind of still going back old school, working together as a team, the devs in the community I'm referring to, and just getting things done. Now, it also is important to note how to buy. Now, I do cover quite a bit of Base projects, but it's still a very, very common question of how do I buy? You know, people are familiar with Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So with Base, through consistent projects, milestones, and initiatives, our objective is continually grow the Rise community to unfathomable heights. Now, it's pretty simple. You're going to go ahead and set up your wallet, connect the wallet to the Base network, no different than like Ethereum or a BSC or anything like that. Buy the tokens, and then you're going to go ahead and receive the tokens. If you're not sure, you can always hop on over to YouTube, watch a video of how to buy on Base. There's going to be tons pop up, always some good how-to videos if you're more of a visual learner than a learner by reading. Now, tokenomics, we did already touch on. Like I said, they're hitting on all your basic tokenomics that are very important for not only the investors, but the long-term growth of that project with that 1% buyback, 1% marketing, 1% reflections, 1% deflationary, and then 1% development. And then we've already touched on that. We also have their Telegram right here, which I do want to hop on over to their Telegram, want to hop on over to their Twitter, go ahead, see what those two look like, and then also want to check out that chart as well. All right, so checking out that Telegram, we do have 861 members, 128 online. I always like to point out, I like seeing a nice organic room. When you hop on in, majority of the time when you see tens of thousands of members, it's just a ploy. It's a tactic to make you think they're bigger and better than they typically are. First thing I did notice, it is an active Telegram, which is obviously what you want to see in crypto. Some of the pinned messages. Now, remember, we're going in reverse order. This is the newest, then we're going to go down the list to the oldest. YouTube videos will start dropping any day now. Watching one of them right now. We also have CG and CMC on standby, 11,000 on standby, ready to be used for marketing. Then we also have devoting all funds in the development wallet to marketing for the time being. And they also had a lead advisor has been onboarded to help with marketing strategies. So as you can see, we have the community, we have the concept, and they have the know-how and desire to want to get that marketing done to really bring that value to the holders and hopefully keep increasing those reflections. Next up, we're going to be checking out that Twitter at RiseOnBase, 1,318 followers, so very solid there. Another thing I wanted to point out is that their view count is very solid, getting over that 1,000 on pretty much everyone. Very hard to even break that 1,000 mark with a lot of different cryptos that we cover, but I did want to go on up and cover the main tweet right here. So let us break down the $1 billion vision. Imagine the scenario. You're a 9-to-5 normie. You get home after a long day at work and see that BTC is at an all-time high. You decide to invest in some crypto intending to change your life forever. Which one of the following scenarios are you most likely to engage in? An investment in cartoon characters you've never seen before, heard of, or understood? An investment in a complex new AI agent project that uses very large words that go far over your head and make your promises you don't even understand, or invest in the roaring Rise movement, which rewards holders every day by giving them more tokens and burning tokens from the supply. So again, this one, very, very dangerous. Now, keep in mind, not financial advice, all of crypto is dangerous, but these can go up and they go down very, very fast. A lot of these projects right here, which while I do love a great utility project, a lot of times investors don't fully understand, and they are longer term holds to see if that person can actually build out that company. Or you have your more solid investments like Rise, where you can kind of just sit back, relax easy on it, let some of those reflections roll in, and know that everything that's being brought into the project benefits that project. But before we close it out, I do want to go ahead and hop on over and check out that chart. So I almost forgot a very important thing that I did want to point out, which is the DApp. Then we will hop on over and check out that chart. So you can go ahead and check your reflections right here. We have Rise, reflections occurred. Now we do have a full overview, which is awesome. You just log into this and you can kind of see the whole outlook of your investment. We have the reflections, which is up to 45.9K, circulating supply, the total supply. We have the price, 24-hour transactions. We have the holders and the total burned, over $109,000 in total burn. So UI looks great and a very good interactive DApp. So definitely didn't want to leave that out of this video, but hopping on over to that chart, as you can see, we got a pretty chart right here. We had our little correction right here. We had a huge run up. Now we did have a small correction, but this low is a lot higher than this low. This low is a lot higher than this low, so we definitely like to see that trend upward. Now, as far as market cap goes, we're at 1.13 million, so very solid. Do have a solid liquidity pool at 252,000 with 1.16 thousand holders, and we do have $5,000 in 24-hour volume. But guys, everything looks good and solid with this project. Remember, my videos are never financial advice. I'm strictly giving you my opinion on how I see the crypto world, but do highly recommend checking this one out. All the links will be linked down below, but that's going to do it for today's video. And until next time, trade safe.